In the last few months of 2023, Jannik Sinner, who's just 22, had some big moments. He won titles in Montreal, Vienna, and Beijing, got to the finals in the ATP Finals, and played a key role in Italy winning the Davis Cup. What's even cooler? Well, he beat Novak Djokovic not once but twice in just 2 weeks. Here's how Jannik Sinner rose to glory. And can Sinner win a Grand Slam in 2024? Let's find out. At just 13, Jannik Sinner wanted more than being a good skier. He ditched skiing and football, sports he loved, to focus on tennis. It wasn't an easy choice to leave his family in the mountains and train on the sunny Italian Riviera. Why tennis? Well, Sinner liked going head-to-head with opponents, and the luxury of a wider margin for error throughout an entire match. Plus, he wanted a sport where he called all the shots, unlike football, where decisions are a team effort. So, off he went to Bordighera, training at the Piatti Tennis Center with coaches Riccardo Piatti and Massimo Sartori. His parents backed him up, and he lived with one of his coach's family. Before this, tennis was just a hobby twice a week, but Sinner's move to the Piatti Center marked a big change. Starting in 2016, Sinner played on the ITF Junior circuit. It wasn't all roses, but after 2017, he skipped the fancy junior events and jumped into the big league. In 2018, he joined the ITF Futures and Challenger Tour, leaving the junior circuit behind. At first, he stuck to the ITF men's circuit and low-level events due to his rank, but things heated up in the second half of the year when he got wild cards for ATP Challenger Tour events. Not a superstar in singles, his wins mostly came in doubles, and he wrapped up the year at rank 551. In 2019, Jannik Sinner made a big splash in tennis by winning the next-gen ATP Finals. It was a huge deal because he became the youngest player ever to win that tournament. People started noticing him, and it marked the beginning of his impressive journey in the tennis world. The following year, in 2020, he grabbed his first ATP title in Sofia, Bulgaria. It was a cool moment where he stayed cool-headed and beat the experienced player Vasek Pospisil in the final. This win was like a big sign saying, "Hey, watch out for Sinner in the future." And boy, did he live up to that. In 2020, at just 19 years old, he reached the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam for the first time at the French Open. That's a big deal in tennis, and it showed everyone that Sinner was here to stay. His way of playing, while aggressive and focused, made him a tough opponent on any kind of tennis court. Then came the Miami Open in 2021. Sinner went on a winning spree, taking down some big names like Alexander Bublik, Karen Khachanov, and Roberto Bautista Agut. The final victory didn't just give him a trophy, it pushed him into the top 20 of the ATP rankings. At the young age of 22, Sinner has impressed everyone with his remarkable skills and resilience. The year 2022 was no exception, showcasing his exceptional performance with 3 major quarterfinals and securing his first clay court title by defeating Carlos Alcaraz at the Croatia Open. But the year 2023 has been a standout one for the young lad. Before we move on, we know you wouldn't want to miss out on more exclusive content like this, so make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with all the latest in the world of tennis. The 2023 Miami Open again brought good times, with wins over Grigor Dimitrov and Andrei Rublev. Sinner reached the semifinals again, this time defeating Carlos Alcaraz and reaching the final, but lost to Daniil Medvedev. In Monte Carlo, Sinner made it to his 3rd straight Masters semifinal, beating Lorenzo Musetti. The French Open, though, threw a curveball as he lost in a tough 5-set match against Daniel Altmaier. Wimbledon saw Sinner reach back-to-back quarterfinals, defeating a bunch of players but losing to Novak Djokovic in the semifinals. The Canadian Open in August marked a big moment, winning his first Masters 1000 title by defeating Alex de Minaur. At the China Open, Sinner defeated Carlos Alcaraz and Daniil Medvedev in the final, reaching a career-high world number 4 in Vienna. He became the first Italian with the most wins for a season in the Open era, winning his 10th ATP title by defeating Daniil Medvedev again. The ATP Finals marked Sinner's debut, where he won all his round-robin matches, including beating Novak Djokovic in a tiebreaker. In the final, he faced Djokovic again, but lost. Also this year, Sinner made his Davis Cup debut, helping Italy win the quarterfinal against the Netherlands by defeating Tallinn. In the semi-final, he faced Djokovic for the third time in 11 days, making history by saving 3 match points and becoming the 4th player to beat Djokovic from match points down. Sinner and Lorenzo Sonego won the decisive doubles match, propelling Italy to the Davis Cup final for the first time since 1998. In the final, Sinner defeated Alex de Minaur, bringing home the title for Italy after 47 years. This guy is really impressive. However, we should approach exceptional late-season performances from players who are rising stars with caution. Take Alexander Zverev, for instance. After winning the ATP Finals in 2018, he had a tough year in 2019, managing just 1 title in Geneva and falling short of any Grand Slam semifinals. A similar tale unfolded for Stefanos Tsitsipas a year later. Despite winning only 2 tournaments in 2020, the Monte Carlo Masters and a triumph in Lyon, he made it to the final of Roland Garros and the semifinals of the Australian Open. Zverev's fortune improved in 2021, winning the ATP Finals again, claiming the Madrid Masters and triumphing in Marseille the following year. Unfortunately, a nasty ankle injury halted his progress in the French Open semifinals. On the brighter side, Daniil Medvedev showcased that brilliant late-season form doesn't always lead to a downfall. In 2021, he reached the final of the Australian Open and later secured his first and only Grand Slam at the US Open. Yet these stories underscore a crucial point. One great moment doesn't guarantee a fantastic year to follow. Looking ahead to 2024, it could be a monumental year for the humble lad from San Candido, a year where he aims to soar to the summit with his game. Former professional Greg Ruzetsky believes Sinner has a good chance of winning a Grand Slam in 2024, a sentiment most fans echo. In his current form, Sinner is in the same league as Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. He proved in 2023 that he can stand his ground against the current number 1 on the biggest courts. The Australian Open, where Sinner feels most at ease, might witness him reaching new heights in January. One of the things that makes him a formidable force on the tennis court is his playing style. Sinner's way of playing tennis is a rare one. He's a strong baseliner, one of the toughest hitters in tennis. The secret to his ground game is his two-handed backhand, a shot that spins more than anyone else's on the tour. It's like a magic trick, spinning at 1858 revolutions per minute and speeding along at 111.2 kilometers per hour. But wait, there's more. His forehand is another cool move. With a short and quick setup, he doesn't rush, and his body's twist generates crazy racket speed, sometimes hitting the ball over 100 miles per hour. His trick? He has a modern grip that adds a spin to his shots, making them clear the net easily and avoiding silly mistakes. When it's serving time, Sinner brings out the big guns. A first serve that can zoom up to 221 kilometers per hour. Sure, it gets some criticism for not always hitting the mark, hanging around 59.2%. His coaches tried different stances, but by late 2023, it looks like they've found the right one. Still, Sinner isn't satisfied. He's on a mission to jazz up his game. He's practicing more net play, serving and volleying, and perfecting those tricky slices and drop shots. All of this is his way of avoiding those long, tiring rallies from the baseline. Think of him as the next Federer, not just because he's a powerhouse, but because he's got that calm vibe and moves around the court like a pro. Even Federer himself noticed Sinner's balance, saying, "What I like about him is that he almost has the same speed of shooting from the forehand and backhand." And that's not all. Tennis coach Claudio Pistolesi praises Sinner's smooth sideways moves, giving a nod to his skiing background. It's like Djokovic, another skiing to tennis success story. Now over to you. What are your thoughts about Jannik Sinner? Will he get to win a Grand Slam in 2024? Let us know in the comment section below. If you loved this video, then you should check out this video showing on your screen. See you there.